Good morning. Surprise. Good morning, everyone. I'm so glad to be here. I'm so glad that I was able to make it. Today is going to be a really good day. Sorry, it's my phone, of course, letting me know that I'm live. It's going to be a very eye-opening experience for many. Good morning, Miss Debbie. Good morning. I hope everyone can hear me. I have a little music playing in the background. As I was sitting here preparing for today's show, I'm sitting here and I have my Palo Santo going. And I'm sitting here and I'm speaking to spirit. My grandmother steps forward. Good morning, Kate. The energy is right now in the air. It has the taste and the smell of freedom. Good morning, Carlos. Good morning, Debbie. Good morning, Kate. Lately, I've been feeling as if I have been tied, of kind of numb, not in a bad way, but in the reality of having to step back from many things that I have, been involved in as I've gone back to work, right? For those of you that know, I've been working a lot lately, doing a lot of different things, just trying to just work, going back into the work world. And it's been really busy, I guess you could say, because I'm trying to find my place in the world again, in the working world, in the working space, being a spiritual person, being a spiritual healer, being somebody who is open to the higher realms, and stepping back into the world of the, I guess we could say, lower vibrational energy folks, or lower vibrational energies all around us. But today, I can honestly say is that there is a new sense of freedom in the air. For me, the energies have been very different. I have felt more tired, but because I'm in motion, but at the same time, the patients and the people that I come around with all day, I'm able to be much stronger around them in my empathic ways of not being able to absorb. And the transition of the transference of energy from myself to them, and what I absorb from them, or what I'm healing in them, I'm able to take back to myself, ground that out into Mother Earth or wherever it needs to go, without affecting anyone else or being sent. It's being handled. But at the same time, what I am taking from them, what I am able to take from them, I am replacing it with healing energies, with energies of something they may have never felt before in their life, something that fills their heart and lets them know that this is their, a sort of spiritual awakening, but at the same time, it's like a healing of allowing them to choose whether they want to stay or whether they want to go, whether they want to heal or whether they want to continue to be in that lower vibrational energy and not heal, if that makes sense. This morning I wake up and I really don't have anything to go with, and I'm thinking, what am I going to talk about in my show? And this moment that I sat down, truth, I sat down and I put the music on. I lit the Palo Santo. I said to my spirit guides, I said to my grandmother, I said, you know what, today I want to understand what has been happening over the last couple weeks, last few weeks, I should say. And the moment that I sat down and I sat in silence, the words came, the visions were shown. Today, there are a lot of us who are out here. We are doing the work, the light workers, the healers, the shaman, however you want to define yourself or call yourself. All I know is I'm a light worker. I do what I can for those around me, even those that are not around me. I send healing here and there and everywhere. If I hear somebody's in the struggle, I'm able to help them from here by sending the guidance that they may possibly need, whether they accept it or not, because we all have free will, whether they understand it or not, as long as it helps for their best and highest good. I want you to know, a lot of you out there who may be feeling confused about the energies in the air, there has come a huge release. There has come a lot of healing to old wounds, to old feelings, old ways of thinking, to things we thought we could never let go of. They are gone. Today is your activation to realize you no longer carry that heavy baggage. Yes, I'm not saying all of it. I am saying today you are being released from many of those lower vibrational energies that no longer serve your best and highest good. Today is a new day for many of us. We may feel tired. We may feel all of a sudden this burst of energy. We want to take on the world. We want to do this. A lot of us are in manifestation mode right now. Find your place in your heart and in your mind. Let go of those things that continue to play over in your head. Answer the call to what those are. Why do they keep coming up to you? Why they keep being a part of your daily process, your daily going abouts? Heal those that continue to just stay there. They may not be anything. I don't think they're really anything for a lot of us. I know me. I'm like obsessing about stupid stuff that is not even any of my business. We are awakening to things, and we're able to stop the process much faster than we thought we ever could. Our ancestors are here with us. A lot of the people I know around me, I see them. I seen a lady yesterday. I had seen her. She was a patient of mine. I went out there. It was a beautiful area. Her husband had recently passed, I'm assuming, and he had stood right next to her. He asked me to guide her, to help her, because her health was not very well. It was not very good at all. In fact, she may be at the end of her travels. But I think that a lot of it too is that she's given up on her life. So yesterday her husband says to me, he says, "Can you just please help her? She's given up. I understand. I get it." Her husband had left her unexpectedly due to illness. He gave up, and he says, I wish I could understand the fact that I shouldn't have given up. But there's no going back about talking about nonsense that's already done. So it was a moment where I looked at her, she looked at me. She knew something was different, but I looked at her and all I could do was like try not to feel weird about it, if that makes sense. She understood kind of what was going on for whatever reason I felt she could. But she looked at me for answers. When she looked into my eyes, she wanted to know why she was so sick. Why do I feel the way I feel? And right away she says to me, somebody I truly love just recently passed away. She goes, it was unexpected. She says, I'm in grieving mode, just out of nowhere. She says this to me, and I said to her, and I said, I am so sorry for your loss. And I said, this has been a horrible time for many people, not lessening her own loss in any way. But I told her, and I said, but you were guided, divinely guided. And we all understand that sometimes we can't just come out of who we are, such as myself. I can't sit here and say, I could not stand there and say, your husband is standing here telling me to let you, giving the message. And the thing about it is that in one way or another, the thoughts that he gave to me, the way he spoke to me, those words I sent to her. In one way, whether it was telepathy or whether one way, whatever it was, she thanked me. And she said, I'm grateful for you coming out here today. It was very, 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 it was a new level. It was a new level I've never experienced before. It was very interesting, because at the same time she looked better, and I don't know, there was almost a glow to her. There was still that sadness in her, but she still, it's like there was something that was activated in her, something that was, she no longer thought in that thought aspect of, she either she was going to make the best of whatever she had left of her life, or she was going to step out of whatever she was going through, and she was going to decide to stay on this side for a little bit longer. So it was a very, now that I look at it, now that it's being transformed to me the way what actually really happened, she, like I said, she thanked me, and I left her home, and I share her story, our story, with you today. Good morning, Emma. Good morning. Good morning, Ricky. I'm going to the spirit, Sabrina. Yeah, absolutely. Sabrina, I want you to understand that your spirit guides are very close. They're with you. They are guiding you. They're speaking to you not only while you're awake, but also in your sleep. I see you doing some traveling. You're also going through a lot of lessons. You are wiping out a lot of karma that has built up over the years, whether it was relationships, friendships, people that did you wrong. You're releasing a lot of those things that no longer serve your best and highest good. And it's such a beautiful energy. Allow it to happen. Allow the tears to flow if you need to cry. Allow the energies to come through that make you feel happy. Be able to receive, not just give, but be able to receive. Slow down and take note of your journey, because in about a year to 10 years, your life is going to be so much more different than what you possibly imagine. 10 years is a long way to see, but I'm showing from 1 to 10. Your life is going to be so much, oh my gosh, it's just amazing. I see you, and it's a beautiful energy, because within the next year, this energy that you're continuing to, whether you choose to accept it or not, it could take you, as Spirit says, it could take you a year, it could take you 10 years. That's what the message is. But a lot of people are being able to release those energies. I was telling Keith, for those of you that don't know, Keith is my boyfriend. I was telling Keith, the last few days I felt like numb. Not in a bad way, but I don't feel like I'm up here or down here, or just, even though I was tired from working so much, but not a tired to where I felt like I was like, oh my God, I just can't do it anymore. It's almost like a stimulation of all of my chakras, and that I'm able to push forward, releasing a lot of things, accepting a lot of things. And it's like going with the flow, but not being overwhelmed when the ebb and flow comes. If it's slow, it's slow. And I'm like, okay, I'm cool. But if it's fast, it's fast. I seem to get a little overwhelmed, a little bit at first. But then after that, I'm like, okay, I survived it. So it's like the universe is bringing me this. But at the same time, I'm like, I'm good. I can adapt. I'm good. I'm adapting. Wait, bring me more, because I'm good. But at the end of the day, when we're not able to come back to the silence, I'm one of those that I enjoy the silence. I love being alone. When I drive throughout the day, when I'm doing my work, I'm driving, I'm noticing more that a truck will come in front of me, a truck will come in, and all of a sudden I'm slowing down. I'm being slowed by spirit to look around more, to absorb, to see. I've seen more hawks lately. I have seen more butterflies than I have in a long time. The clouds seem much softer, much brighter. The sky is much bluer. The trees the leaves that fall. I love maple leaves. For those of you, the sign that I got from my grandmother when I went to the cemetery, I used to hold on to it, the maple leaf. The maple leaves on the trees are much brighter, they're oranger. The food tastes much nicer. It feels more, how do you say, when you slow down, the food tastes better. The water quenches your thirst much better. You feel more healthier. When you get out and you're exercise and you're moving around and not being stagnant, your body responds much better. Your body adapts. Your mind adapts. So those of you who are getting the messages out there that are not realizing what the messages are, the message today is to slow down. Look around you. You see a bird. That's a message. You see a butterfly. It's a message. The understanding of being able to appreciate and be grateful for those things we never used to notice every single day. The other day I saw a little kid. She was super, super cute. She was running around. She was playing. She was having a good old time. The innocence of a child, it takes us back to the inner child within ourselves. The imagination we used to keep as children sometimes becomes stunted as we turn into, adults. You go to work, raise your family, pay your bills, blah, blah, blah. That whole shit show, right? But we forget how our imagination created us from the very beginning. We used to think outside the box. And then when we grow older, we close ourselves inside that box and we stay with the horse blinders. We don't look to the left. We don't look to the right. We don't look up. We don't look down. We don't feel the grass between our toes anymore. We don't love to stop and smell the roses like they used to say. How many people do you see getting in line at Starbucks and they're just getting their coffee? Boom, they go. How many people really sit down and enjoy a cup of coffee anymore? Or their favorite beverage? Or sit down and eat their favorite meal? Speak to their families, regardless of, yes, I understand what's going on in the world, absolutely. But how do we really sit down and bring back that inner peace to ourselves? Whether we live with a family, whether we live alone, whether we travel alone, whatever we do during our day, when do we stop to thank the universe? Thank you for this, for this bottled water. This is going to quench my thirst. It's going to heal my body. It's going to help to keep me healthy or whatever, this meal. It's the little things that matter in our lives that sometimes we forget. How many times, I know my upbringing always said please and thank you. I don't care what it was. It was just, even if they didn't give us nothing, please, thank you. Absolutely. Always respect your elders. Old school. Good morning, Miss Brenda. Good morning. Sabrina, I love the silence. Let me see. Hold on. Let me go here. I love the silence to the emotional roller coaster. I'm going through it too. I've been on this journey for almost 7 years. Absolutely, Sabrina. I've been like this for many, many moons, but I would say since 2015. No, actually, I take it back, 2012. That's when I hit the wall and a lot of things in my life changed. And in 2015, that's when this all began. This spiritual, like really going through it, not being afraid of who I am, being open to my gifts, practicing them, working with them. Got together with my cousin Lisa Watts, who's an amazing healer, who has many different, she's the whole enchilada. And she took me to school, and that's where my journey began a few years ago, like hardcore, and then I met Debbie, and then here I am doing my own show. So we all have something to bring to the table. I don't care what anybody tells you. We all have something to bring to the table. Whether it's our kindness and our big heart, the opportunities we bring throughout people's, or our own days, the opportunities we take to give somebody a smile. Good morning, how are you? Or having that lovely energy to be able to tell somebody, give them that compliment. Oh, I love your hair, or I love that. I do that all the time because truly, if I see something, I'm like, oh my God, I love your hair, because I got to do something with mine. But hey, that's cool. But you see something, and you know what? That kind word that you could possibly tell somebody, you don't know what they're going through in their day. Well, some of us don't know. But just that one moment that you are able to touch somebody's heart by giving those words of kindness could pivot them into something that they have been waiting for. That initiation, almost that activation, that loving energy, that one word they needed to hear. And don't get me wrong, there's days where I'm like, whoo, I still run into those ones that like to push buttons. But you know what? I like to think to myself, can you imagine the what they're giving me? Can you imagine what goes on in their head day and night? To live in that mindset all the time, to be angry all the time, to be demanding of others, to be expectant of others, but not having to be able to, expect nothing from themselves for others, which is fine. That if that's what they're meant for, if that's what they signed up for, so be it. But when we look at those other people that we all we can do is we can send them healing, we can send them love. Like I always say, sometimes when I meet a difficult person or I meet somebody who's on the struggle, I like to envision my heart inside their body to give them that brief moment or that whatever, however long I can hold that without them fighting it back, because we all have free will. But I like to send them a little piece of my own heart so that they can feel that briefly, that love, that unconditional love, that unbridled, that kind of energy that just fills the heart, to let them know there is change. There can be change. But it starts with themselves. They have to change their way of thinking. And that's not easy for some people. Some people just like to wallow in the shit. It is what it is. People just like to wallow in it. And if that's their path, then that's their path. But whenever they cross my path, and I know many healers out there as well, just like Debbie. She's a helper. She's a nurturer. She's a guider. She's a mentor. She's everything to certain people that will allow her to be. But sometimes we all have to step back and just allow it to run. It's one of those things where we come into the energy of who we are as natural healers, and we like to heal and assist any way that we can. I go through life every day and I look at some people and I'm like, whoa, you're really riding heavy with that lower vibrational energy. Yeah, I'll put a grounding cord on them and I'll ask Mother Earth to help them to release some of those energies that no longer suit their best and highest good. Because to me, it's like unscrambling an egg that's been scrambled from before it even leaves the shell. And once I'm able to help to release that energy of just being twisted and turned and not even where nothing hardly makes sense. If it brings them that moments of coming back to themselves, maybe that will help them find their way back to a much lighter, much softer, much more loving way for themselves, for their families, and all of evolution. Hello, Sabrina. Hello, Miss Teresa. Gosh, I haven't seen you in a long time. You're very welcome. You're very welcome, Sabrina. Yeah, Kate, you are a lover, not a fighter. Kate is like such a loving sweetheart. Donna, hello. You're a newbie. We love newbies. Donna, welcome to Psychic Fixes. Sabrina, I know Sabrina, I was totally just thinking about you before the show. I'm like, yeah, I bet you my prima ditched me because I haven't been on the show for a while. I know Debbie's been doing the Friday free readings. We got some changes coming up next month. Debbie's just so flexible with me. It's like, I feel horrible, but sometimes we have to make the shift. We have to do things to move the energy around and just pole vault. Like I'm saying, there's whatever is calling right now is something that is an energy that is pushing people forward, but at the same time, it's also opening doors. This is what I wanted to say. It's opening doors right now. Whatever is going on, a lot of you are going to be able to find new jobs, what you're looking for. Newness is in the air. Opportunities are coming for those of you who are seeking opportunities and have that love, that drive, that fulfillment, that wanting more. For those of you that have cleared your karma, even those that haven't, the universe is like not even wanting to just say, okay, you, no. Everybody, the mindset is everybody's looking for something new. Let's start over fresh. Let's move these energies. Let's do stuff. The universe is answering you. Whatever you have put out in the wind, it will come to you. Trust me. A lot of you are going to end up in a whirlwind of beautiful stuff that's coming. And what's going to happen is that either you're going to take it or you're going to be afraid of it. There's nothing wrong with being a little bit afraid of it, but that is the universe pushing you to get out of your comfort zone. Sometimes we have to take a risk in order to move forward into the next chapter of our lives. Some people will stay and some people will go. The ones that trust in you and love you and believe in your journey are the ones that are going to stay. Now, some people will go away and some people will not come back. But the ones that are truly meant to be in your life will go because they have their own stuff to do. And then they will return when it's the right time. Stories will be told, stories will be shared, experiences will be shared, all those things, lovely energies. There's a lot of mending right now. And Spirit is showing me, knitting. There's a lot of knitting. There's a lot of coming back to one another, refueling our energies in our hearts and being able to move forward into the next level of our being, our purpose, our whatever you want to call it. Our families are healing. Yes, we have suffered tremendous losses. Yes, we have been walking on a tightrope, it seems like at certain times in our lives. We're like, wow, what are we thinking? What's going on in the world? Trust me, change is coming. It's very uncomfortable for some. For those that are standing in their truth, the transition will not be very hard. The bringing in of the new will be something that you've been wanting, something you've been asking for so long. The promotion in the job, the extra money to have for the rainy day, raising your credit score. Those are kind of things. I mean, I've been manifesting to raise my credit score. I'm like, whoa, hey, whatever I'm doing, I want to keep doing that. That's what I always ask my spirit guides. I'm like, you know what? Hey, whatever's going on, I'm not here to stop you. I'm just here to say thank you. I'm grateful for you. Let's do it. Like right now, my head is spinning. My head is spinning a little bit. That energy is flowing. The release of that energy, because I always ask for what's the best and highest good for myself, my family, and all of evolution. The healing of everybody, whether it may be physical, mental, financial, or even in the spirituality realm, when you're like looking for a higher calling or a higher, we all believe in many different religions. We all have, with all respect to each and every one of them. But a thing that I like to look at is that sometimes we are asking a higher power, whatever your higher power may be. We ask for the guidance for those that I need help. We pray. Or we ask, how many times do we barter with God or whoever our higher power may be? hey man, I won't cut in line anymore if you help me out with the winning lottery ticket. Or whatever it is, whatever it is, whatever. Hey man, I won't drink this weekend if you help me, whatever. I don't know, whatever people barter for, whatever it is, your situation, I'll quit smoking if you, hook me up with whatever, blah, blah. I don't know, whatever the circumstance may be. I have no idea. But okay, check this out. Carlos, remember when I was telling you, I don't know if it was last show or the show before that. Remember I kept telling you I kept seeing 365,000? Kept seeing 365, 365, whether it may be 365 or 365,000, 365 million, whatever it may be. So last week, for those of you who are aware, the, what is it called? Lottery, whatever it is, both the lotteries. One of them was, I think it was like $365 million. Or 300, was it whatever it was? Yeah, it was 365 million. See, I didn't buy a ticket. I could have won it, right? We all have the possibility. I could have won it. The signs were all there, 365 million. Remember I told you that? So now nobody won it. Now it's like 720 million or something like that. So guess who's going to go buy a lottery ticket? I might have missed it at 365 million, but you never know. The universe still might be good to me. But see, those are the signs. Those are the things. And I knew it. I knew it last week. I'm like, go buy a lottery ticket, man. So until we actually set the forward, what is that thing on that one movie? You can be one of those, please help me win the lottery. Pray to your higher power. Please help me win the lottery. Help me win the lottery. Help me win the lottery. Continue praying over and over again. And finally, when the universe answers you and says, you know what, I'll let you win the lottery, but first you got to go buy a lottery ticket, right? Hello? So anyways, I guess me and Keith are going to go buy some lottery tickets. Yeah, you know what? And the thing is, Carlos, is that it's coming. It's coming to you. Let's clear that. Yeah, actually, yeah, absolutely. Let's clear that pathway. I'm going to help you, brother. I'm going to help you get that. I'm going to put that in my cauldron. We're going to clear all of those negative energies that are attached to those things. We're going to help. And you know who helped me? You know who helped me, Carlos? And everybody else out there, you know who helped me? I called on my grandmother. I called on Nana. I said, you know what, Nana? I'm really in the mood for some good credit about now. I mean, it's good. It's okay, but it could be better. So I said to Nana, I go, can you clear some pathways for me? And I said, can you help me out with this? I called on the universe and my spirit guides too, but I hooked it up for Nana. I addressed it to Nana and I said, can you help me out with this? And look at it. It like shot up really quick. And I'm like, wait, hold up. So for those of you, Nana says, you know what? I'm going to help you out. Nana says she's going to help you out. Absolutely. She says she's going to start clearing those paths. She's going to start clearing that nonsense out there. And she's going to help you out. She's going to give you some guidance there. She's going to kind of trim the fat off of whatever may be hanging and dangling off of that, that nonsense credit that's on there. Let's do it, man. Let's do it. There we go. So anyways, I would like to thank you guys for all coming Saturday. Today I do my shows every Saturday now at 10 o'clock. Debbie and I are going to be doing some changes sometime soon. Next month, I believe. I don't know, with Debbie's permission, of course, because this is her show. This is her program. But let's go ahead. Let's do some energy work here. Let's see who wants to do some energy work. Say I. Just kidding. Whoever's still here, whoever wants to, let's look at some energy. Does anybody have any questions, comments, concerns? Because I'm feeling, yeah, I miss you guys so much. I know I've been like talking with Debbie, and I'm like, Debbie, I'm like, tell everybody I miss them. I'm like, I like have a day off, and then my work schedule is just kind of kooky. Next month is, well, the 25th, starting the 25th is going to be legit. So it's going to be really good. So let's see. All right. So Kate, let's do a little energy. Let's do a little energy work for you, Kate. Woo-hoo. Kate, I see my grandmother says to me, she's like, are you going to buy a new car? She says something like, I see her. My grandmother, she's so funny. She says, hi, I see her. She's in a new car. She's like, she's in a new car, like new things, new money coming in. She says it's just like really nice. It's like a waterfall, a flow of good abundance, money, wealth. I smell flowers. I smell roses. I see lilies. I see many different flowers, tulips. I see a garden. You have been tending your garden very well these days, my grandmother says. Everything that you have nurtured in your soil is paying off for you right now. My grandmother says that you have so many different things going on, but you have a lot of honey coming into the pot. It's going to be something that is very, very lovely. It's almost like you won the lottery. I'm not saying you are. I'm just saying this flow of abundance is going to hit you. It's going to hit you hard, sister. Enjoy the wave. Trust and believe in that. I bless you and I leave you with that. Debbie. Hi, Lisa. Debbie has so many different things going on as well. I look into your energy, Debbie, and I see such lovely things. You're going to have many people coming to you asking you for advice, not just on the spiritual, not just on the readings, not just on this, but this is something that's much bigger, much larger than you ever possibly imagined. Something about not just teaching, but at the same time, it's going to be a lot of money coming in. I do see that one wish that you were wanting for that huge healing, I see many different people. You're going to be, my grandmother is showing me you're walking in a building and you're walking down the halls. And not only is this opportunity being created for you, it's in the works. It's going to take off because many people are coming, healers that are going to work side by side with you in a contract, and you're going to be able to create that magic that you want. You're going to be able to have that, build that foundation from the beginning. Now, I'm not saying they're going to stay for a long time. What I am saying is they're going to help you to initiate this. It's like a facility type. You know what I'm talking about. And it's going to be something where it's finally going to begin taking off. I see the stones being set for that to be created. The foundation will be solid. There might be a couple of, itty bitty things, nothing big, just like the colors. That's the most trouble you're going to have. What color do I want for this room? What kind of decorating, you want to do, because the things, the energy will be shifting. It's going to come quickly as well. But trust in the journey because your heart is super set on this, and the universe is saying, okay, it's time. There's going to be a lot of different shifts in your life right now. You're also going to move forward with this path, and this is totally going to be something that is going to move you to a different level. People in your life will fall away. You will experience, you will have everything that you've ever wanted for and then some. Trust this. I see walls coming up. The building, I see the building already. It's very lush. It's very lovely. Lots of green grass. I'm hearing water, waterfall. It's very, I don't want to say tropical, but it's very peaceful. It's not busy. The energy is very relaxed. The angels are sending the warriors, the workers for you to create this oasis. You will not know them, but they will seek you out. But you will know them when they come to you. I bless you and I leave you with that. Good stuff. Absolutely good stuff. I am managed for, yes, I know you are. I know. And you know what my grandmother says? It's coming. Be ready. Miss Lisa. Hi. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely, Debbie. It's coming. This year is it, the ground. You will break ground. You will see that. I see you holding a shovel. I see you with scissors. You're cutting the ribbon. I see from the front and I see to the end. Now, how we get there is completely, yes, how it's beautiful energy. I can see it. It's very peaceful. And I do see a lot of spirits walking around. I do see, there's no other place on earth like it, Debbie. I see that there's going to be a lot of, not just, it's going to be a place where spirits can go and and relax. It's almost like where they can be at peace, but the spirits are also helping in the journey. My grandmother says that they are the not only it's not only just like human, the avatar, but spirits will come in and also help and guide and heal, because I do see spirits walking around. It will be sacred. It's something unknown before to man. Beautiful energy. Beautiful. Yes, it's hardcore. Hello, Miss Lisa. Let me go back to what you said. I apologize. I just see I'm already walking there. It's beautiful. I love to hear the water, the smell of the lavender, the smell of the jasmine, the natural teas, the overall energy. It's not very lovely, very lovely, very, very lovely. I absolutely love it. Lisa, let me see here. I apologize. Hi, I would love to hear what you have to say. Oh, Lisa. Okay. Lisa. Lisa, I do sense that you are feeling a little out of sorts. I see that you are feeling a little bit, you have many questions in your mind. You're wondering whether about relationship, work, are you doing the right thing? Are you on the right path? Are you following the right people? Are you thinking the right thoughts? And how do you change those thoughts into something that is more productive, more workable, meaning how do you get out of your head? Overthinking, feeling overwhelmed, feeling like you're not able to be yourself at times with the wrong people. First of all, let me tell you, my grandmother steps in and she says, you need to trim your herd. My grandmother says you need to, when my grandmother says to trim the herd, it means that your friends are not your friends. The relationships that you've been in are not your healthiest. They're not the healthiest for you. There is a group of people that will come to you and they will tell you out of your own realm, out of completely, there are people you would never find yourself hanging out with. They are much softer and kinder. They don't use you. They don't expect you to be something that you're not. They don't tell you who you're meant to be. Give me 1 second. Your mind belongs to only you. Do not shrink yourself to fit in with those that don't respect you or don't truly love you. You're spreading yourself way too thin for those that don't care anything about you, that only want for themselves. They take. Your energy is very low. And when that energy becomes even lower, you start feeling resentful, depressed. You blame yourself for those things that people do to you. And it's okay to say no. Do not be overwhelmed by the fickle or by the ones around you that just want for themselves. Understanding that how wonderful you truly are, how loved and how truly blessed you are. You have a lot more. They need you a lot more than you need them. And you are aware of these facts. Stand in your power, Lisa. Find your way back to who you truly are and your life purpose. Understanding that you are unable to be everything to everyone is not a bad thing. The ones that you really need to filter yourself into are the ones that hold you. Excuse me. You know who they are. You know exactly who they are. Those are the ones you focus on. But first, I want you to focus on yourself. Today, you are being activated into that level of coming back to yourself. Your load is being lightened. The universe is going to start removing those people from your life that are not causing you happiness, abundance, the ones that are not helping you to be or fulfill your life purpose. When we look at all energies and we look at the ones that we love, yes, it's hard to walk away from sometimes, regardless whether it be family, friends. Sometimes we have to step away from our own children to allow them to also fulfill their life purpose. I have 4 grown children. I'm not meant to be in their life every waking moment, being that overpowering mother like I used to be. Sometimes we have to step back and allow them to live their lives, to learn their lessons, because we all have free will. So Lisa, in your event, I see phenomenal things happening for you. The moment you can step back into your power and continue to speak your truth and not make yourself small for those around you, you're going to become a powerhouse, and everything you've ever wanted will fall into your lap. I bless you and I leave you with that. That was a channeled message. I just want to put that out there. I don't know who that came from, but I think it was from somebody on your side. Yours a grandmother figure who is standing next to you. She is an older lady, very lovely energy. She says she has some kind of relation to you one way or another. She says that she has been watching you. I think she may be your spirit guide. Very lovely lady, tall, blonde. She is also probably in her 60s, maybe. Very lovely energy. Lisa, she says you can. Yeah, I think that's who she is. She says she's your grandmother. Yeah. She says that she wants you to forget about those things, live your life. She says the simpler the life, the better you feel. You don't have to entertain everybody. You don't have to be everything to everybody. Just be yourself for yourself, understanding how wonderful you are. And they need you a lot more than you need them. Absolutely. Hello, Shelby. Hello, Shelby and Maislin Gobert. Hello. Yes, that is your grandmother. That is your grandmother, Lisa. She's very lovely. She says she likes tea. She says she likes to watch the sunset. She says she also likes to walk around. She says she has some of that energy. She says she comes to you in the sun, and in the morning, there is a butterfly that goes to your window. She says that there's a smell of, um, I don't know. I don't know what ivory means, but she says it's maybe, I don't know, a flower scent. Something, what is it? Something very sweet pea, like a sugary scent kind of. She's very lovely energy. She's guiding you. Call out to her, Lisa, whenever you need her. She will guide you. She is the beautiful butterfly that sits at your window sometimes outside. Wind chimes, she says, is her thing too. She likes to let you know she's there when you hear wind chimes. So that's a very lovely energy. I bless you and I leave you with that. Shelby, do you have a question for me? Anyone? Anyone? The weather is lovely out here, Carlos. Yesterday it got hot as hell. I don't know why. Yesterday I went to go see one of my last clients, and all of a sudden, boom, the weather got hot. It was super weird. But I mean, I guess we're having a heat stroke out, or not heat stroke, but a heat wave out here in San Diego. It's cold at night. It's cold at night. Um, oh, nice. Um, uh, Hello, Carla. Hello, Kate. I never sense my dad around. Is he ever? Karen. Yeah, your dad is around, but he doesn't say anything. Your dad says he just wants to be silent. He just wants to enjoy the picture. He doesn't want to say anything. When he's sometimes spirit, they're around us all the time, but they don't. Let me just go. Let me do this, Karen. Thank you. I'm glad that we gotten this. I'm glad we went here. More and more, because for those of you that know me, I don't watch TV. I don't get down on. I don't watch TV. Uh, I just don't do it. It's too much of a shit show. I don't do it. So, anyways, long story short, I just want you guys all to know that because everybody has been putting, what do you call it? cameras in their house, cameras. I've discussed this many times, a Brazilian times over and over again. We have always had spirits walking around us. Always. Always. Now that everybody's put a camera in their house, in their garage, in their bathroom, in their toilet, everywhere, everywhere. Everybody's got cameras, censored cameras, outside, inside, wherever. Spirits are being put on blast. That's just what it is. Spirits are being called out. Spirits are being seen. Spirits are being, you know what I mean? They could creep at night and nobody would know anything. Well, now they're being busted. They're being caught on camera. These kind of things are happening. And yeah, they're getting really pissed off. Some of them are getting pissed off. Some, it's like us invading their privacy. And it's even though they have passed on, but they're still here to help us, to guide us, to whatever. Okay. Now, with that being said, some spirits don't want to come forward. They just want to be here. They want to relax. They want to hang out. They don't want to step forward. But if they have to, I'm sure they will in their own little way. But that doesn't mean that when they're there and they don't step forward, that doesn't mean that they don't care. It's just that they're more observers than interveners, because there are the spiritual laws. Cannot intervene. Non-interference is a spiritual law. Now, if you ask them for help, that's different. Anybody, archangels, your spirit guides, anybody you call on, they can help you. You can ask for their guidance, but if you don't ask for their guidance, they cannot intervene. They can, to a certain extent, to certain things, yes, they will. But overall, they won't. Okay? Hi, Carlina, message for me. I feel super alone. I don't know who's messaging from the Psychic Fixes page. I think I have a feeling. Is that you, Griselle? Griselle, I see you having so many eggs in a basket, and I think you're holding onto your eggs too tightly. I want you to release a little bit, and I want you to be able to quit setting standards, quit setting so much. No, I want this. Okay, you're the one, let me tell you, I love you to pieces, sister. I love you. But you're one of those that's setting out that intention. I want this. Then you're like, wait, come back. It's like, remember that I told you before, that instance of like, okay, you order a hamburger, right? You order the hamburger, waitress starts walking away, and they, wait, waitress, wait. And then you ask her to come back. You're like, I want cheese on my burger. Okay. She starts walking away again. You're, wait. I don't want pickles on my burger. And you know what I mean? This is kind of what my grandmother's showing what you're doing. Sit down and put down what you want, what you don't want. But look outside your box. You're not in your comfort zone. You're not trying to, you're not allowing the universe to come in. You're like, the universe is trying to bring you something completely different, someone completely different, somebody you would never see yourself with. And you're like, I like this guy, this kind of guy, this look, this, you know what I mean? Don't set boundaries. Just tell the universe, you know what? I'm done trying to pick and choose for myself. I want you to turn it over. Okay, not my grandmother says, within a month, she's going to bring you a man. He's going to be tall, he's going to be dark, and he's going to be handsome. Now, what you choose to do with him is on you. Whether you allow him to be friends or whether you allow him to be a little bit more, that's on you. But she says that she'll kind of wheel and deal a month to 2 months now, because she says that you're just still being too damn picky. You're a hard-headed one. Anyways, I bless you and I leave you with that. I love you. I'm always here for you. Thank you. Okay, let me go back. Let's see here. You're freezing in Ontario, Canada. I bet you are. I want to go to Canada one day, Karen. I'm going to go stay at your house. I'm going to go see what's going on in your house. I'm very curious to know. Let's see here. Oh, I got a spirit on my camera earlier this morning. Shelby, I can totally see that. Shelby, you have a lot of people walking outside your house. You must either live close to a cemetery or somewhere where it was sacred, somewhere it was not sacred, but something where there is hollow ground somewhere where you live. I see there's people walking in your streets, spirits. They're just kind of cruising around. They are just kind of like, just kind of moping around. I don't understand. There must have been a battlefield or something kind of going around where there at one time used to be people buried there. I see hollow ground. Very interesting where you live, Shelby. Absolutely. I have found 3 feathers from my sister lately. Miss her so much. Ah, Shelby. Yes. 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 This is what I mean by that sacred, the murdered, missing Indigenous women. This is something that brings tears to my heart. And it, this is something where you and I walk in the same belief that nothing has been done. Nothing has been um, this is a very touchy subject. It's something where our murdered and missing Indigenous women, regardless of, yes, I understand all lives are sacred, all living people are sacred. Everybody is sacred, whether they are on this side of the coin or that side of the coin. The beginning of my journey, I had gone out to help a murdered and missing. I went out to go help a mother who was looking for her um, missing Indigenous, Native American daughter. Keith and I had driven out there to help, and so I do help out with some of those cases. I do help out with those, but Keith and I drove about 15 hours to go meet with this mother to help with these cases. So these are something that is very I carry a lot of heart for. It is something that I feel very strongly about, and not much is being done to help find Native American women. I believe it's something that needs to change, but change will come. Trust me, because the spirits have spoken, and they are grounding. They are grounding together, and change will come. Let me see. Brenda. Shelby, I'll talk with you again on this. I had a visitation. Let me see, Brenda. I had a visitation from my husband. Ah, Brenda. Your husband says he doesn't say anything to you because he doesn't want to upset you. He says that he watches you sit at the table or sit in your chair wherever you are, and he says that he is trying to help you. When he came to you, he says that he wanted to let you know that he was okay, that he's all right. He loves you. He's sorry. Those things, that people normally say, um, because they want to comfort you, or they want to comfort those that they have left behind. Your husband, I see him. He still wanders around. He goes to visit you. He's good. He's good. I see him. He likes to walk in the front yard. He walks around the perimeter to kind of protect you. I see him like as he was in life, that he was a doer. He's kind of one of those things. The dogs, I know, see him. The dogs in your picture, I'm not sure, but there are animals there. The dogs do see him. He speaks to the dogs. The dogs acknowledge him. The dogs speak to him. He's like, take care of mommy. Take care of mommy. Super sweet energy. He's with you. But there's a healing he brings you. He says it's a healing of love. Maybe love he didn't give when he was alive. Not being as open as he should have been or could have been. Because men have to be a certain way. So yeah, very lovely energy. He is there. Ask him. Ask him to show you a sign that he's there. Ask him to flicker the light in the kitchen. He's all, I do that already. Ask him. Ask him to flicker the bathroom light, but don't be scared. See, this is what he's afraid of. He's afraid you're going to be scared. Or ask him, don't flicker the light, okay? Ask him, bring you something, whatever you guys had in common. Something about a penny. Ask him to bring a penny into the house. Tell him, put me a penny by the fireplace, or put me a penny by the, somewhere in the house. Absolutely. And you'll get that sign. I bless you, and I leave you with that. I have found 3 feathers from my sister lately. Yeah, absolutely. Your sister is wandering. She's walking around. I can see her. She is, I don't know if she's lost. I don't know exactly what her energy is trying to say, but she's just kind of cruising around. Maybe she's just taking in the sights. She might just be in that sight mode, that kind of thing. Wow, that some days like my okay, wow. That sounds like my dad. He would do anything for family, but he can't. He can intervene. Yeah. You know what? He's there. He just can't intervene. He doesn't want to intervene because he doesn't want people to have to uh I don't know. He doesn't want to intervene. He just wants to watch. His creation, his family, his legacy is something that he's very proud of. And that's something that he just doesn't want to he's just relishing it. Because he says he can't be there in this time. He says he can't be here with you, but he's just relishing it from the other side. And it's amazing energy because he's just somebody who is just so like into his family. It's a beautiful energy. It's a beautiful energy. Um yes, me as well. Let's see here, shall we? Yeah. It's not, I feel it's okay. Well, see, the thing about law enforcement is that you can't, well, I don't want to go there. That's a whole other can of worms. I don't want to open that up. Let's just say that there's a certain, anyways, I understand what you're saying, Shelby. I understand what you're saying. You know what? We could always get together and talk on the other side if you like. Yeah, I mean, not on the other side, but we can always talk. Diana, are you still here? Diana, Miss Bear, are you here? Welcome to the show. I have a message for you from your brother. Diana, if you're here, I just want to let you know that your brother says that he's good. He's doing big things on the other side. The thing that about your brother is that he is somebody who is very loving, very warming, but he is also one of those that doesn't take any shit. He says he's still not taking shit on the other side. He says he's moving mountains for a lot of you. He says that he is also one of those that is following your mother and your father very much. He says your father is still very sassy in his own ways, and your mother is finally at the point where she's like, I think I'm good. I think I have made it this far that something in my life has just really. Your mother is in a very comfortable state right now. She's understanding that I'm going to absorb it. I'm going to love it. I'm going to move with it. I'm going to just be with it and acknowledge everything in a higher sense of love that your mother's always been based in love. She's always been such a wonderful woman. But at this point of her life, she's just like, now she's allowing that love to absorb, come back to her and not be so depleted by giving it out all the time. It's finally coming back to her, a lot of that energy. And that's something that your brother is helping her do as well, is to allow that goodness to come back to her for all that she's done for those around her, especially her boys, especially her boys. He says that he is also on the other side doing big things for your youngest, for Carlucci. He says Carlucci is going to move forward in so many different ways. He has the heart and soul of an angel. He is too a mover and a shaker. He is somebody that has always been on a higher way of thinking, a higher realm of thinking. And the way that he looks at people is with the innocence of a child that can create miracles in different ways, in different aspects of people's lives. What he says for you is to find your peace. It's time to find the peace that you so deserve. He is always with you. He's not going anywhere. He's never left. He says he can do more for you on the other side than he could if he was still here. He wants Bree to also find peace. To let go of the what ifs. To let go of the what if I would have. He loves you very much. Find your spirit again. Find your place. He is with you, Bear. He has never left you. You're grieving. Will heal you. I know you are, Bear. I can feel your pain. I love you. Allow him to heal you. Allow him in to heal you. Do not be angry. He says, be like the dinosaur. Be like the dinosaur. Allowing the happiness to come in, the love, the enjoyment. Take off the mask of being okay. Ask him to help you. Just be. Just be. I'll always be here for you, Bear. I'll always be here. For those of you who do not understand the dinosaur, I have known Diana since elementary school. And her brother passed away. And he did many dynamic things in his life. The dinosaur. Have you guys seen the dinosaur, that costume? You put the dinosaur on and it's big and it's got the head, and they show people running with the, in the dinosaur. It's like an error-filled thing. And he created that. He's the creator of many things. He created many, many things. He had a very beautiful celebration of life. Darth Vader, Black Panther, creator of so many different things that nobody knew. He was the face and the mind behind many of those things. But my all-time favorite is the dinosaur that people run, the dinosaur, the blow-up thing that everybody makes videos of, like the dinosaur or whatever. The T-Rex, it's the T-Rex, yeah. So anyways, he is the creator of that. And it's just one of my deals. It's just my go-to. So anyways, Diana's brother is the creator of many different things. So anyways, wonderful person. Sorry, let me get my act together here. Let me clean my face. So when we grieve, so when we lose anybody in our family, it is a huge loss. It is a huge, how do we say the things we wish we want more time? We wish we could have more time. We wish so many. Yes. The dinosaur running through the mall. Yes, absolutely. The dinosaur, like he's skating, or the T-Rex, he's skating, or he's doing all kinds of different things. Yes, he is the creator of the dinosaur. His name is Michael Ontiveros, a wonderful inventor, creator of many, many different things. He left behind a legacy that is truly something phenomenal. And I've known them all my life. I've known him since I was friggin' kindergarten, and I didn't even know he created such wonderful things. I mean, I had a Halloween party one year, and he allowed us to use the props that he had created. It's good stuff. Just, I mean, good times, but beautiful energy. And yes, it is beautiful stuff. So I hope that message, Diana, helps you. But like he says, he's doing big shit, man. He's doing big shit. He's so funny. Oh my God. But he's always with you. He's always with you. He says, continue your journey. Be brave. Be strong. But most of all, be happy. He says, just say F it. Live your life. Life is good. I bless you. And I leave you with that. I love you. Yeah, that dinosaur mount, it's like, it kills me. Sending positive healing energies your way. Carla and the Psychophysics Group, I love this page. Oh yeah, you know what? Thank you so much, Carlos. We love you guys all so much, man. We just can't even. I can't even just explain. Just every time I come on here, the healing I receive and the healing I give out, and the healing, just the energy, the flow. This is a time of peace in our lives where there's so much energy out there that tries to pull us back. But when I come here, I know I'm going to be healed. And I know I'm going to give somebody, at least if one person gets a healing or a sense of being able to come back to themselves, I've done my job. I've fulfilled a piece of my life purpose. It's 11:11. There you go. My cousin says it's 11:11. Absolutely. Absolutely. It's time of the awakening, and all of you have been pole vaulted forward into your life purpose. The initiation has come today with each and every show that I do. There's an activation that's taken place within each and every one of us. Let me touch on this topic real quick right here. Hello, can I please know if there's a message from my dad? He passed away without giving me a goodbye. Amira, are you with me still? Hello, Amira. Amira, your father says that he loves you very much. He says that, you know what? That was never his intention. That was something that just, it happened. It had to be. He was on borrowed time as it was. He says that knowing to be able to say goodbye to you would be something that would, it's not, he says, goodbye is not even a goodbye, because he's just shifted into another form. He is still here. When he says that, he says that he's never going to say goodbye to his little girl. He's never going to say goodbye to you because he's never leaving. He's never left. He says that he watches you when you drive and when you cry. He says that there's no reason. There's no misunderstanding here, sweetheart. Because he's never gone. He says, I'm not going to say goodbye. This is all he kept saying. I'm not going to say goodbye to her. He says, I'm not going to keep saying good. He goes, I'm not going to say goodbye because I'm never going to leave you. The energy that your father carries is very spiritual. He is an angel. I believe he is now an angel. He's guiding you. He says that you need to ask him to help you. But like I said, the spiritual law, they cannot intervene. But he says he talks to you in your sleep. He says he says your child, his grandchild, he plays with all the time. The energies that he sends in your home, he heals your home. He's guarded. You are forever guarded. He may have transitioned, but he is never forever gone. He says, and then you guys will meet again. Your time will come where you will meet again, but he will never be forever gone from you. He hears your words. He sees your sadness. But he says, don't be sad. You can talk to him anytime. He says that he hears you. When you're cooking dinner, you're making your favorite meals, or maybe a favorite meal that your father used to love. He says that he loves you very much. His family is his greatest pride. He may have not been the greatest father at some moments in his life, but he always tried his very best. He says that he wishes that things were different, but they're not. He says that he understands so many different things now from the other side. He does not want you to be sad. He wants you to understand that he is always there for you. He is always with you. He's with each and every one of you, even your brother. He's with each and every one of you. He is your protector. He says to call on him. Your father is an angel, and he's helping those on the other. He's on the other side, helping those here as well. He's somebody who's super sacred right now, and he's in this realm. He's very lovely. His energy. I hope that helps you. He says that grieving is not. It's not necessary because he's never going to leave you. Speak to him. Ask him for a sign, and he will come to you. Okay. Oh, see, the birds. The birds. You said, I keep seeing 3 birds in the sky. Absolutely. Absolutely. 3 must mean something to you. 3 must mean something to you. Think back. 3 things. 3 things that are relevant. That's a message to you. That's a message from your father. I have a question for a bit. I'm going to message you. Okay, I love you. I'll talk to you later, Prima. No worries. This is my first time here. I love it. Let me see here. These things of lost loved ones seem so sad, but thank you for bringing messages that we all had to hear. It brings hope and peace fulfilled for our broken hearts and emptiness. Oh, honey, you're so very welcome. Listen, the thing about having to release and to see, for those of you who don't know me or your first time here, thank you, Shelby. I am extremely empathic. I am one who senses, even through the screen, even through afar. I am one that can sense the energy, your feelings, those kind of things. Just as, for example, with my friend Bear, I know she's been struggling for a long time. Her brother has come to me for many moons, ever since practically after he passed away. But it's not my way. I could have gone to Bear or to Diana and said, "Hey, your brother's coming to me to give you a message." But you know what? Out of respect for her, I don't do that. I don't work like that. I wait for her to come to me when she's ready to hear the message. Like today, she showed up today for the message. She showed up today, but there was a reason why she needed to come today to get that message. And with the understanding of why she had to come today, only she will know, if that makes sense. There comes a time when we need to receive the healing or the understanding or get that message across, like you said, Shelby, absolutely. And when that time comes, you will be brought to either myself or to somebody that is able to relay that message to you. Here at Psychic Fixes, between me and Debbie and the other lovely ladies that are on the show, that is our life purpose. We're here to help you to fulfill that that need that you have of that last word, or how do I get past this? How do I work this out? How do I make, you know what I mean? Whatever it may be, as best as we possibly can, to relay that message, to see what's happening on the other side, to bridge that gap, to help to heal your heart, but also to activate you to also fulfill your life purpose, to help you to move through those energies that don't suit your best and highest good. This is what our life purpose is. This is what I know my life purpose is. And everything we do here at Psychic Fixes, and on our show here, me, Debbie, and the other people, the other ladies that are here, we want to help you to heal. Because when you heal old wounds, you heal your family members around you, but you heal yourself. You heal so many different aspects, not just within yourselves, because when your energy shifts, so do the things around you. Yes, things may fall away, but just think of all the wonderful things that will also be allowed to come in. Things you deserve. Things we should all have in our lives. So I hope that that's helped you today. I hope that that's really helped you. So many of you out there. I know who you are, because I have been you. I have been you. I have been there. Oh, hey. Let's see here. Hello here. My sister passed away suddenly. Does she have a message for me? Uh, Rhonda. I see your sister. She's just standing there. She's not ready to speak. Rhonda Beeman, yes, she's not ready to speak. She's just standing there. Um, I'm so sorry for your loss, Georgina. Your brother says, don't worry. He says, don't, he's in a better place. There were times in his life that he just didn't understand. There were certain things. Now it all makes sense. He says that he has a feeling of collectiveness, fulfillment, some sadness because he had to go, but now he feels better because he's in a peaceful state most of the time. But I think he's still going through his life viewing, his life, that kind of thing. When he knows more, he'll come back. Ask him for a sign. As I've told everybody, ask for a sign. Ask him for something specific only you and he would know. Okay? I bless you and I leave you with that. Phyllis, your father, a message from your father. He says, keep doing what you're doing. You're the strongest woman I know. Yes, you see a butterfly. Absolutely, Georgina. A lot of them come in butterflies. That's very true. Phyllis, your father says that he says you're just one of them strong bucks. You're with them strong ones that just can't, you're forever always moving, moving forward, pushing forward. But time comes where you're able to finally come to peace with everything that life has brought you. He says that you're going to do very well. He says that there's still some hurdles here and there, but that's just life. He says, don't let it overwhelm you. Just take it in stride. Be open to those things that you never thought you could have and allow them to come in. Fill your heart with love. Keep it simple. Don't overwhelm yourself with shit that doesn't matter, he says. Just enjoy the moment, enjoy the ride. I bless you and I leave you with that. Hi, please help me for reading. My father passed away yesterday. Oh my gosh, Shaub, I'm so sorry. Being that your father just passed away yesterday, it's still very soon to tell. Sometimes spirits will come to me right away. I don't see your father coming forward. I don't see him coming forward at all. I think he might see after we pass away, we go through our life review. I don't think that. I think he's. I don't see him anywhere around. Nobody is stepping forward. We normally ask that you give us at least 2 weeks just to kind of like see if they, once they go through the transition. Come see me in about a week or two, Shaib. I'm here every Saturday. Come see me next Saturday. Let's see if he comes up because I don't see anything coming through right now. But my condolences to you and your family. My condolences to you and your beautiful family. Let me see here. Why is my sister not willing to speak? Rhonda, sometimes spirits will come forward because they just don't have anything to say. Sometimes they'll come forward. Sometimes I can just see them and they sit in a bubble and they're just like, they don't want to talk. They're just like, I don't really have anything to say right now. Sometimes they don't want to step forward. Very sweet. I would consider her my niece. She had passed away very oddly, not too long ago. Last year in April, she passed away. She would come to me and I would see her in a bubble and she would come to me and then she would go back. She would step forward to me and then she would step away and she'd be crying and she'd be a little upset. Sometimes she would be distraught. She never wanted to say anything to me, but she just wanted to let me know she was there. I wouldn't push it with her. I would not ask her what happened. Talk to me, because she was already upset as it was. Now, I'm not saying, Rhonda, that your sister's upset. It's just when she's ready to talk to me, because I don't think she really believes in. Well, I mean, it's not that she doesn't believe. It's just that she's just kind of like, do I trust you? Can I talk to you? That kind of thing. She's just kind of like iffy on it. She doesn't know if she wants to open up this can of worms. You know what I mean? Once you start speaking, she just doesn't want to upset the waters. Maybe, I don't know. She's like, I don't have anything to say right now. Thank you. So I respect her wishes. I bless you, and I leave you with that. Connie, I'm so sorry about your brother passing. He says, don't worry about him. He says that he's on the other side. He says that he's doing much better than he was when he was alive. He says that he's okay with it. He says that he's transitioned well. He says that it's okay. That there's no need to worry about him anymore. He's fine. He's good. He says that he also has learned many lessons on the other side. He's still trying to find his way, but he's good. He's fine. And he says that he sends his love. He's very short with his words. He doesn't say very much. He's not much of a talker. So I bless you, and I leave you with that. She was married January 1st. Nobody understands what happened. So Shelby, we can probably message off site for this, because I don't really see anything yet. I just see, I don't know. Very interesting. I'll have to really look at this, step out of what I'm doing right now and have to look at it. But I will look at it for you, Shelby. And then if you just want to inbox me, or I can inbox you, no worries. Oh my God, it's sorry, see, an hour and a half. My phone totally went out. I mean, my laptop totally went out. So anyways, I hope that everything was good for you guys. I hope that you guys are able to find some kind of healing, some kind of closure, or whatever that might have brought you to today's show. I hope I helped you in one way or another. So now I have to get going, because it's been an hour and a half. I've missed you guys so much. I hope that everything goes well for you guys. I hope you guys have a lovely weekend. I bless you guys. I leave you with tremendous love, and have a good day. Until next time, bye.